Hello, everybody, and welcome to the One Man Renegade Podcast YouTube channel, and welcome back as we continue the opening of the 1994 Top Series 1 Hobby Box. We'll do stack number 2 today, but before we get to all that, I just want to say if you missed part 1, head on up to that thing right there, and maybe that should bring you to it. I'm not 100% sure how this YouTube stuff works all the time. But anyways, you can always just hit the my channel button down there and head on over to the channel and check out the last Tuesday's video, which was part 1 of this. But also subscribe, share, like, thumbs up, give a thumbs down if you really feel necessary. Also head on down to the comments down below and tell me what you think of 1994 Top Series 1 or whatever. Also, if you want one of these mats, there's a link down there for you can pick up one of those. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I got this box on eBay, if I remember correctly. I'll try to link down below where I got these boxes from as we goes through. If it was anything other than eBay, if it was just eBay, you just go to eBay. I mean, it's pretty. But if I got it from a certain website or something, I will make sure to note that. But this one, I'm pretty sure I just got on eBay, so. Yeah, I mean, you can find pretty much anything on eBay these days, or any days. I don't know. But, all right, let's dive into this. It was week 2 of this long journey we're going to go on, and we're still in 1994 Top Series 1. Some highlights from last card. Not if you haven't watched it, go back. I don't want to spoil it, but these are the 2 highlights from yesterday, or last week's video. Billy Wagner gold card, and the Randy Johnson Topps black gold card. So hopefully we can find some other cool stuff in this. Now, granted, 1994, not exactly the greatest year for baseball. Certainly, they had the strike and whatever, and the rookie class isn't exactly amazing. But there are some stars in these packs that we're looking for. So let's dive in, shall we? So we're gonna do stack number 2 right here. That's gonna be for this week, and then we'll do the other stacks later on next week in the week after. So. All right, so I've already talked a little bit about, my history with collecting whatever. So 94 was kind of the year I stopped when I was little. So I don't remember these cards very much, but it's fun going through them. So Calvin Reese, Pokey Reese, as he's better known, and Rich Becker, some future star cards. Some paper loss, unfortunately. I'm feeling it. Yeah, 90s, they stick together. Unfortunately. Craig Shipley, Gerald Perry, Mark Gubisga, Roger Pavlik, Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer, gold card. That's cool. Edgar Martinez. Again, he's a. I mean, we got him yesterday, but last week. I'm filling these all together, so I keep forgetting how I'm going to post them. But sorry, little inside baseball. Julio Franco, stuck together with Rich Rodriguez. Then we got Ozzie Guillen and Rafael Belliard. So definitely names I know. I remember from back in the day. Dive into the next pack. So yeah, we talked a little bit about that whole thing, but also like the design of this card. I definitely remember this because I definitely remember having basketball cards of this same design. Don't distinctly remember the baseball version, but I definitely had basketball cards from 94. I don't know when I got those or why I got those, but I definitely remember them. Doug Drabeck there. You got Tony Fossis. Oh, I remember Tony Fossis on the Red Sox. Yeah, he was okay, I guess. I don't know. I definitely remember him. There's Reggie Jefferson. He would go on to be in the Red Sox later on in his career as well. I mean, I'm putting most of the connection with the Red Sox because I am a Red Sox fan, so that's what I remember watching back in the day. But I obviously remember guys like Moises Alou and not so much Richie Lewis or Richard Lewis. I do know Richard Lewis from a lot of things, but Curb Your Enthusiasm he's mostly in recently. Jim Abbott, of course, he was a kind of a big star and a big deal because he had the one, missing in one hand, but he was still pretty solid pitcher. Definitely for the Angels, but then he went to the Yankees. So, bleh. But and then Willie Banks. Then we got Lee Smith. He's a Hall of Famer. Went in last year. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year, right? Along with Harold Baines. Some paper loss on that, unfortunately. Tim Pugh. Ken Hill. And then the last couple cards that are stuck together. A couple of future cards of Matt Walbeck and Ray McDavid. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously one of the big drawbacks from the 90s cards. Certainly, not early 90s, but mid to late 90s and early 2000s is a lot of these cards, after a couple of years, they stick together pretty badly. But this isn't too bad, but still, you do suffer the paper loss when you're trying to peel them apart. I know there's I've heard a lot of different ways to, kind of do it more safely to prevent paper loss, but like, unfortunately, I mean, these cards aren't exactly the most valuable in the world, so I'm not too worried about it. We got a couple of an All-Stars. Cal Ripken there. He's a Hall of Famer, obviously. Mike Bell, rookie draft pick card again. And I say this again because I've seen these cards earlier. Steve Carsey. We've got Scott Liddy? Is it Liddy? Richie Trilek. Joe Magrave. David Wells. Stuck all together. There we go. David Wells, when he was on the Tigers there, he played for a lot of different teams, I feel like. But he started off with the Blue Jays, went over the Tigers, obviously ended up on the Yankees and the Red Sox and the White Sox and probably like 3 other teams I can't think of right now. But yeah, he bounced around a bit. Robin Ventura here. Obviously, talked about this last week, but obviously he got beat up pretty good by Nolan Ryan. There is a Nolan Ryan card. His last card is in this set somewhere, but I haven't come across it yet. Got Pat Borders, Matt Noakes, Dan Glyden. Cards are sticking together. And Duhar Cedeno. Next pack. Dive in here. Oh, that's just, ugh. I hate all that. I hate the noise of cards sticking together. It's always the worst. Scott Livingstone. Then we got, this is a good one. Mark McGuire. Solid card. Still with the A's at that point. But obviously a big star back in those days. Tim Wallach, Jeff Brantley, John Jaha. Got a Rick Sutcliffe when he was in the Orioles. Wow. Don't really remember him being in the Orioles. I remember him being in the Cubs, mostly. But yeah, gold card. Then we got Pat Rapp. Mark Leiter. Roger Stalkhead, something like that. Brian Terang. George Brett, solid Hall of Famer right there. Cool card there. And then Tony Longmire. Future star card. All right, moving on. Next pack. Start off with another all-star card. We got Roberto Alomar, Hall of Famer, and Bobby Thompson. Billy Ashley. Sorry, can't read. It sort of looks like Fishley. Come on, give me a break. Don't know who he is. Anyways, let's see if we can get these done. Stick a little better. Dave Martinez. Followed up by 2 cards stuck together. We got Bernard Gilkey and Mark Neufeld. We got Tom Gordon. Of course, if you're not familiar with Tom Gordon, he was a Red Sox at one point, but then he ended up ruining Stephen King's book, because there's a book called A Girl Who Loves Tom Gordon. It's about this girl that gets lost in the woods or something, but she has like a radio and she listens to the Red Sox games, and it's Tom Gordon's like her favorite player, and he was the closer for the Red Sox at the time. And there's this big to do with like him playing the Yankees, and Darryl Strawberry I think was like the bad guy sort of. But of course Tom Gordon went to the Yankees eventually, so it kind of ruined the whole thing. But we got a what is this? A Kelly Wunsch gold card, draft pick. Juan Guzman, Rob Dibble, Chris Haney, Ken Ryan, not the Ryan we were looking for. Don't really remember this guy. He was obviously in the Red Sox, but don't remember Ken Ryan. Scott Brocious before he got moved over to the Yankees. I forget what year that was that he moved over to the Yankees, but still with the A's at this point. All right, next up, we got a few more packs to go. Ooh, we got Pedro on the back there. Stuck to somebody. Hall of Famer, obviously, Pedro Martinez. We got Tim Davis, Future Star card, draft pick card of Charles Peterson. Then we got Joe Girardi. Of course, he's now, well, he's not doing anything because no one is. Hal Morris, Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Famer. Unfortunately, it's got some paper loss on it. Frank Thomas, gold card. A little bit of paper loss, but not too bad. Gold card, though. That's cool. Another gold card. Got a couple gold cards in this pack. That's not bad. Mitch Williams. Then we got Steve Cook. Gold Cup card. Mike LaVallery. Maybe that's how you say it. Kevin Mitchell. Back when he was on the Reds. I don't remember him being on the Reds. I definitely remember him on the Giants for sure. And the Mets. Just because he's on the 86 Mets team. You know, as a Red Sox fan, we unfortunately have to remember that. And Craig Graybeck. All right. Next pack. We work our way through the second stack of 94. Tops. Javi Lopez, Future Stars card. And Cliff Floyd. So definitely, they were definitely stars, future stars at that point. Neither of these are rookie cards because they were both in previous Bowman 92. Cliff Floyd was definitely Bowman 92. Was Lopez in that too? Can't remember, but either way, not future star cards. They're not necessarily rookie cards. Yeah, Dennis Butcher, Deion Sanders, who's a Hall of Famer, but not for baseball, for football. Melito Perez, Rob Nen, Reggie Jefferson again. I feel like I've gotten this card like 5 times, but it's the gold version, so I guess it's different. Jack Voigt, Blas Minor, Kim, Battizi, I don't know. Then Craig Leffers and Charles Nagy. So definitely remember Charles Nagy, that's for sure. All right, two more packs, and then we'll be out of here. All right, we got Todd Jones and Pokey Reese. So definitely guys that went on to be somewhat stars, I suppose. We got Chris Turner, Denny Nagel, Pat Rapp with some paper loss. We got some Sterling Hitchcock action. Todd Zeal, definitely remember Todd Zeal. He was kind of a big deal at one point, and then never really lived up to the hype. I don't feel like. But there's his gold card. But he had some decent years, I feel like. Jose Lind, when he was on the Royals. Randy Knorr. Kevin Tapani. Kevin Tapani, Derek May, and finally Paul Sorrento. Definitely remember those guys. All right, last pack for this stack. Then we'll get you out to whatever you are not up to doing because you can't go anywhere. Hopefully. Hopefully not. Well, I don't know. Recording these ahead of time, but I don't feel like I'm recording this that ahead of time. A couple All-Stars. Then we got Ray McDavid. Ted Power. Darren Dalton. Was it Darren Dalton? Did he pass away? Now I know someone from that team passed away, and I'm Tom Gordon again, Bernard Gilkey, and I don't want to kill anyone off. Gerald Williams gold card. We got Kevin Bass, Rick Aguilera, Tim Teufel, Bill Wentz, and Randy Johnson. Hall of Famer Randy Johnson. That's the first time I've seen that card, so that's cool. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching, and as always, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Come back tomorrow as we dive into next Tuesday. Come back next Tuesday, next week, as we dive into the next stack. I'm going to do that one, I think. And then we'll finish it up in 2 weeks with the other stack. Still looking for that Ripken and Nolan Ryan, and there's a few other stars I don't think we've seen yet. Although I'm not 100% sure they're in this. I know the Ryan is. I'm pretty sure the Ripken is. But we haven't seen those cards yet. So hopefully we'll get those next week. Maybe the gold version. But come back next week and let's continue this trip through time. Thank you for watching. Bye.